Hey guys, Meteorologist Chris Tomer here with this afternoon mountain weather update. I want to go to radar first because this is our next storm system. Heavy snow en route to Tahoe tonight, early tomorrow morning. You can see where the precip is. Heavy precip over Shasta right now. It's all approaching Tahoe, and some of that will spread down over Mammoth as well. But this is a great illustration of what we're going to see happen during this time period. With storm system after storm system hitting the West Coast, in particular, California, Oregon, and then that will send a piece of that energy into the interior Rockies, Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, Utah, Colorado, all the way through the period. All right, let me take you over to my bullet points, and not a lot of changes here from this morning. Still looking at a few different snow bullseyes, Tetons, Sierra, Northwest Colorado in particular, all of those areas. You can see the timeline there for best snow. I'm not going to go through all of those. But in the Northeast, you've got snow coming tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night into early 216, and then a potentially stronger storm system on 223. So we'll look at all that in this update. I want to take you back and show you water vapor satellite imagery here this afternoon and mark some of the key features. So here's our next storm system. That's what I showed you on radar. That'll be moving in, pushing heavy snow into the interior Rockies in just a matter of time. Big area of low pressure, trough area of low pressure behind this thing. Here's how it plays out. So this storm is obviously going to be guided in, and that'll bring snow to the interior. This is more of the trough, the big dip in the pattern, and that will be ushered in later, more like after 216, after 217, that'll be brought in with the pretty strong subtropical jet. Let me, in fact, show it to you here on the forecast jet stream. So that's the current end of day today, west to east flow bringing that storm system in. Same thing on 215. Now watch what happens. After 216, you can see the big trough moving towards the west coast. 218, 219 moves into California. Then it makes its move into the interior through 220, 221, and then it's gone. And potentially another storm system right there. You can kind of see the dip moving into California. Let's put some precip on this. So forecast radar and satellite, that's the current state of affairs. With that snow, already that Vanguard snow on the front edge of that storm system moving into the Tetons and Idaho. And then we've got a much heavier brand of snow by tomorrow morning. You can see the deeper blues over the Tetons, Montana, Idaho, Wasatch moving into Colorado during the day. Stays there on 216. By the end of day, 217, it fades away. Here comes the next storm system. And like the others, it blows energy into the interior Rockies. 217, 218, it's gone. Here comes the next storm system. Same kind of features. Blows snow into the interior. 220, 221. Storm system moves through Colorado, and it does intensify a little bit on 221 into 222, and then it eventually moves away, and then one more storm coming into California. All right, let's talk about snow amounts. So we'll do the grand total map first. Rest of today through 223. So we still have potentially 2 to 3 feet to go in California, over 2 feet for the Wasatch. So the numbers in the Wasatch have continued to trend up. We've still got over 2 feet to go for the Tetons. And look at the bullseye in northwest Colorado. And some of that will clip Vail, Aspen snowmass, and potentially up on the Continental Divide if we get low development, if we get that low pressure development. But look at it, potentially 2 to 3 feet in parts of northwest Colorado. Cameron Pass, Buffalo Pass, Steamboat, Flat Tops. About a foot up there in Sun Valley, Brundage, 2 to 3 feet up through Bachelor and Timberline. So we've got a pretty big period. Let's break it down by period. Rest of today through tomorrow, about 6 inches in the Wasatch, about a foot in the Tetons, and 2 to 6 central to northern mountains of Colorado. Second period, 216 through 218, another 4 in the Wasatch, another foot or more in the Tetons, and potentially 4 to 8 central to northern mountains of Colorado. Big time snow for Shasta, a couple of feet. Final period, 219 through 223. This will be a big one for the Wasatch with almost 2 feet. And look at Colorado in the northwest. You could be looking at 1 to 2 feet in that period alone, all the way up to the Continental Divide, assuming we get some low pressure development across the Front Range. 1 to 2 feet in the Sierra. Okay, here's a grand total map for the Tetons. Rest of today through 223, looking at 2 to 3 feet of additional accumulation. One more stop into the Northeast. Now, most of what you see here happens, especially up in northern Vermont, northern New Hampshire, northern Maine on 223, if that storm holds together. All the other numbers, the moderate snow accumulation numbers, the 3 to 8 inches, comes potentially late 215 into early 216. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this afternoon Mountain Weather Update. Always appreciate you tuning in here, and take care.